How are you doing this beautiful Thursday morning?
I'm doing good, oh. I'm doing really good this morning. How about you
I'm doing better than you, Esther. I swear, I do better than you. I know I am doing far better than you.
I'm not going to dispute that. Of course, you're doing better than I am. And I love
Eh,
that. I love that
yeah.
for you.
Hallelujah. And I don't love the fact that I'm doing better than you. I wanted to come to my level, Esther. What will I do for you to come to my level? Think about it.
So weird. I don't want to answer that question.
Think about it. No, think about it. It's actually I'm not. I'm not expecting an answer now. Just think about it. Take the whole day to think about
I'll
it.
try to think about it.
Yes, please.
I'll try.
Deep thinking. Oh,
I said I will try, not the other yes.
HME.
Okay, I'll think about it.
All right, welcome to Good Morning, because it's right here on 106.9 FM. And of course, if you're just joining us, we are here to enlighten your day and to help you navigate through the beautiful day. All right, so remember you can join us live on YouTube at Go Uni Radio 106.9 FM and on Facebook live at 106.9 Go Uni Radio. And of course, go there. You're going to see myself and the pretty lady with the good voice sitting beside me. There's something I actually missed this morning. You know, the unique way I introduced Esther. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
I present to you Esther.
Yes, see you guys. I actually missed that. I don't think you introduced me like that yesterday.
I did. I did. But
Okay.
then it's a whole lot. 24 hours is enough for you to forget.
Well, here I am this morning, and with Chike here. It's always fun here.
Yeah, all right. And then this is Good Morning Curiosity, and just as we do it every single day, we tell you how you're supposed to feel for today, like how you're supposed to go through the day, and what you're supposed to have in your mind, what you're supposed to internalize. And afterwards, we'll tell you what the weather will look like. And Esther is always ready with all of them comprehensively packaged.
That's right. That's right.
And we've got a short break, and when we come back, we'll look through our top stories for today. All right, let's hand it over to Esther to tell us how I'm supposed to feel today, because I'm so much itching to hear what I am supposed to internalize today, because every single day Esther tells me this. Ever since I started this Good Morning City show with Esther like this, I've always been having a very productive day. So much thanks to what she articulates every morning and what she tells me to do every morning. And when I think about them and then I put them in practice, I see my life glowing beyond normal.
Beyond normal.
No, not abnormal. Beyond normal.
I like the
Extraordinary.
sound of that. Because of Chike is itching. He's ready to hear what I have to say. I have to dive right in. All right. Good morning, Coast City, and happy Thursday, the 26th of February, 2026. We're nearing the end of February. We just have a few more days to the end of this month, and the month will be a memory, very, very soon, a memory. Now, the question this morning is simple. How do you want to finish? Not how perfect you've been, not what didn't work, not what you haven't achieved yet, but how do you want to close this chapter? Maybe this month has stretched you, maybe it surprised you, maybe it tested your patience and your faith, but here you are. You're still standing, you're still trying, you're still showing up, and that is what I call strength. Today is a reminder that endings matter. The way you finish something shapes how you begin the next thing, right, Chike?
Yes.
One thing I know about you, the way you're always talking about, how we're going to end the first quarter of the month, how we're going to end the month, and that's one thing I love. You see, because today is a reminder that endings matter every single time.
Yeah,
because the way you finish something shapes how you begin the next thing. So don't slow down now. Don't give in to the midweek exhaustion. There is still purpose today. If you've been discouraged, I want you to lift your head. If you've been distracted, refocus. If you've been doubting yourself, you need to remember how far you've already come this year. Handle today with intention. Speak life over your plans. Protect your peace. And trust that God is aligning things behind the scenes, even when you cannot see the immediate results. And as you move through this Thursday, let it be steady, okay? Let it be focused, let it be purposeful. And from both I and Chike here, we're both wishing you clarity in your decisions, strength in your responsibilities, and calm in your heart. And once again, good morning, Coast City.
Good morning, Core City. And of course, I love that. And remember that you are not fully dressed without a smile.
Oh, Chike, I think this is your new job. You always remind me to say that. Yes, you're never fully dressed without a smile.
All right, thank you so much, Esther, for that beautiful piece. And up next will be our weather report. And Esther is ready with a comprehensive weather report
Yes,
today.
I am. Yes, I am. All right, today will be very hot in many parts of Nigeria, especially in the north and inland areas. The coastal cities will also be warm, though a few places may see light rain. So let's just look through the 6 major cities. And as usual, we'll start with Lagos. Now, it will be sunny today in Lagos with a gentle breeze. The temperature will rise to about 32 degrees and drop to around 24 degrees at night. And even without rain, the air will still feel sticky because of high humidity. So just try to keep your body dry to avoid heat rashes. And if you want to exercise outdoors, do it early in the morning before the day becomes too hot. Next is Ibadan. Ibadan is going to be expecting plenty of sunshine today. The temperature will go up to around 36 degrees and fall to about 23 degrees at night. And the afternoon will feel very hot. So if you start to feel dizzy, weak, or develop a headache, move to a cooler place and drink water immediately because the heat can affect you quickly. Now moving to Port Harcourt, there may be some light rain and cloudy skies in Port Harcourt today. The temperature will reach about 34 degrees. Even with the rain, it will still feel warm and damp. So open your windows when possible to allow fresh air inside because damp weather can cause mold, which could lead to cough and allergies. And then moving up to up north in Abuja today will be very hot. The temperatures will rise to about 38 degrees and drop to around 21 degrees at night. The heat will be strongest in the afternoon, so avoid staying under the sun during the late morning hours and around mid-afternoon because it is going to be really hot today. And of course, drink plenty of water and eat light meals to help your body stay cool. And then further north in Kano will be hot and dusty as usual. The temperature will reach about 35 degrees and fall to around 18 degrees at night. The dusty air may make breathing uncomfortable for some people. So if you have asthma or breathing problems, make sure or just try to stay indoors, okay? And if you must go outside, make sure you cover your nose with a mask or a cloth to reduce the dust. And finally, here at home in Enugu, it's going to be bright and sunny today. The temperatures will climb to about 36 degrees and drop to 22 degrees at night. The sun will be hot and strong for most of the day. So if you must be outside, wear sunglasses or use an umbrella, yes, for shade. And yes, drink water often, even before you feel thirsty. And right now, speaking to myself, I need to learn to drink water even before I feel thirsty because if I should wait till I'm thirsty, I guess I will just drink water once a week.
Yeah, that's probably the reason I say I just hope that you come to that my level.
Right, because Chike is always hydrated. He's always taking water. I think so too. Yeah, I need to come to a level this time around. But that is your comprehensive weather report for today.
All right, thank you so much, Esther, for that. And of course, I believe that today you're gonna be taking water. Like
the Lord is my strength.
I can order a truckload of water for you.
I appreciate that. My body needs it.
Just issue the command, and it's all yours.
Really? Now I command you to order a truckload of water for me.
Chimobi, bring the water.
Chimobi, where's you? Funny.
All right, thank you so much, Esther, for that comprehensive weather report.
You're
and
welcome.
Of course, that's gonna help us navigate through the day. All right, so we're gonna go on a short musical break right now. When we come back, we'll look through our top stories for today. Stay locked, stay tuned, and don't touch the dial. Remember, this is Good Morning Core City, and you can always join us live on YouTube at Go Uni Radio 106.9 FM and on Facebook Live at 106.9 Go Uni Radio. We'll be right back.
3, 2, 1.
Go, Uni Radio. Give you a non-stop supply of great music.
It's a rolling, not a stop. Watch, don't never stop.
I love Go Uni Radio.
106.9, the heartbeat of dialogue.
Records.
I've been falling in love with another person, girl. We meet for Instagram, we became friends. Now from clap where the dance start. The truth be said, I know what I know. She say she getting man, oh, we know the treat am well. This makes me wonder, what does the heart really want? They make me wonder, make I fight a bit to let them go. Learn on her own, so I'll say fly, little birdie, fly. If you So I say, fly, little birdie, fly. If you be my own, you for there by my side. Oh, 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 oh. She smiles like the sunshine, her eyes like the moonlight, her voice is feel too sweet past my own. It be like Newton and Newton, cause he don't tell when I agree to give the person all of my heart. See, no be bad person she be, maybe I no get waiting, she dey find, she dey find. Me I still believe in love, it go take time but I go surely find. And even if she leaves, I'll say, fly, little birdie, fly. If you were my own, you'd come back to me. So I'll swear, fly, little birdie, fly. If you be my own, you for there by my side. Oh, oh, oh. Birdie, fly. If you were my own, there by my side. Fly, little birdie.
All right, welcome back to the show, and of course that was Fly by Attila. All right, this is time for us to look through our top stories for today, and Esther is really ready with the first story this morning.
Esther is always ready.
Of course not.
Always.
The lady who is always ready. Excellent lady. Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to meet this girl. She's so excellent. Not because she's a good presenter, not because but academically she's still incredibly good.
Oh my goodness, keep it coming. Don't mind me. Thank you, Chike. Well, moving on to, this is our first story this morning. So, for our first top story this morning, protest rocks Ondo as gunmen kidnap worshippers during vigil. Okay. Residents of Ondo State blocked the Akure-Owo Expressway for hours in protest against the kidnapping of no fewer than 5 worshippers during a vigil at Celestial Church of Christ in Uso Community, or local government area of the state, on Tuesday night. The assailants reportedly stormed the church located along the Akure-Owo Expressway around midnight and whisked 6 worshippers into the forest. One of the victims later escaped, leaving 5 others in captivity. The incident sparked outrage in Uso as residents on Wednesday staged a protest to draw the government's attention to rising insecurity in the area. The protesters blocked the highway for several hours, chanting solidarity songs and demanding improved security. One of the protesters, who identified themselves as Dioye, said the demonstration was necessary to highlight the worsening security situation in the state. We are here to tell the government that insecurity in Ondo State is increasing. Imagine innocent people worshipping their God being kidnapped inside a church. This is unacceptable. The government must be more proactive in protecting lives and property, he said.
Of course, it's unacceptable. Like, what else am I going to say? Apart from the fact that
like
it's becoming far more ridiculous. It's becoming very embarrassing for the country as a whole. Because I don't know, this is not the first time. Certainly, it won't be the last time. It seems like nothing's been happening about it, and it will shock you. It will surprise you that even authorities that be will not even make a statement in this to make a statement to disregard. They won't even say anything. Because this is a country where we just had there was a time we had a major kidnap this year, and then the president didn't even release any statement.
Okay.
So it has become normal, and it's embarrassingly ridiculous right now for the country, and just doesn't make sense. How can people come out to worship their God, and then the next thing you have to do is go kidnap them?
I know our community. I think that's the same community that they had people, bandits come and shoot in the church. I think
Yes,
it's
in
the
the past.
same community.
Yeah, it's same community. It's
These
quite
people are still scarred from what happened then, and then this is happening again. I could join them in saying this is unacceptable and it cannot continue. We have to move from being what is the word? Is it proactive? No, we have to move from being reactive
to proactive.
and becoming proactive, because this is not sustainable at all.
All right, moving forward to our next story this morning. EFCC arraigns 3 senior NRC officials over alleged 2.4 billion naira fraud. The story has it that the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission on Wednesday arraigned 3 senior officials of the Nigerian Railway Corporation before the Lagos State High Court sitting in Ikeja over alleged fraud, corruption, and money laundering amounting to over 2.4 billion naira. The defendants are Felix Njoko, a former director of finance of the NRC, Benjamin Chinwoba Iluanosi, currently a director in the corporation's procurement department, and Oche Jerry Obole in Enalegu, director of mechanical. They were docked before different judges of the Special Offences Court on separate charges bordering on abuse of power, unlawful enrichment, and corruption. Njoko was arraigned before Justice Olubunmi Abike Fadepe on a 17-count charge involving an alleged 736,320,807 naira 8 kobo fraud. EFCC alleged that Njoko, trading under the name FC Njoko and Company after leaving office as Director of Finance between January 2 and December 3, 2024, received 240 million naira and 40,000 naira from NRC contractors through a Zenith Bank PLC account linked to contracts awarded during his tenure. Excuse me. According to the charge, the funds were allegedly received on account of contracts awarded to the contractors during the discharge of official duties. Njoko pleaded not guilty to the charges. Following his plea, prosecution counsel Abba Mohammed SAN asked the court for a trial date and urged that he should be remanded pending trial. He also added that the prosecution intended to respond to aspects of the bail application on points of law. The first counsel, Mordecai Adejo, informed the court that a bail application had been filed and urged the court to allow the defendants to continue enjoying the administrative bail earlier granted by the EFCC. Justice Abike Fadepe granted Njoko temporary release on health grounds, ordered him to deposit his international passport with the court, and directed him to report to the EFCC Lagos Directorate one office every Monday and Friday.
Well, the issue of corruption is no new news in our country, is it?
Yeah, the point is it has become a lot more brazen, and it's quite unfortunate because people know that they can steal, and then we go to court and all the legal jargons will keep going on. At the end of the day, the court might just award fine and then he will pay it, but the large chunk of the money has been stolen.
You can imagine that. That is the country we're living in.
I think corruption should come with very heavy crime. Like, once you steal the money, no while I don't steal them, but just know that you won't enjoy the money. And every single thing that you've ever used that money to purchase should be confiscated. We should come hard on corruption. But unfortunately, people we are expecting to come hard on corruption are the chief corrupt people. That's
the problem. The system is just flawed in every single way. Moving on to the next story this morning. Police arrest 5 over alleged murder of suspected rapist. The Bayelsa State Police Command has arrested 5 suspects in connection with the death of a 38-year-old man accused of allegedly raping a lady. The lifeless body of Samuel Ofiri was dumped by the roadside along Kakata Road in Otoke, Obia local government area. The State Commissioner of Police, CP Yama Daniel Edobo, said 5 suspects have been arrested. He said on February 22, 2026, around 3:30 p.m., police operatives from Kolo Divisional Headquarters responded to a distress call and found a lifeless male body on Kakata Road, Otoke. The body was taken to Federal Medical Center, Otoke, and 5 suspects who were arrested in connection with the death are Stanley Inemuha, 21, from Otakeme community, Ibagoro Memiden, Kingsley Taribo from the same community, Boye Easter from the same community, and Priye Timbiri from the same community. Preliminary investigation suggests the victim was accused of raping a lady, taken to an apartment and tortured, leading to his death. The suspects are undergoing investigation and will face charges. The Commissioner of Police warns against jungle justice and mob actions, urging citizens to report suspicious activities to the police. Chike, what do you think about this?
Well, the point is that he raped somebody, of course, but then that doesn't give you the right to take laws into your hands and then mete out jungle justice. Yes, two wrongs cannot make right.
Yeah, cannot make it right.
Yeah, that's the point. And then, of course, the law will take its course.
Oh.
All right, moving forward to our next story, we have
her life in such a gruesome manner. I hope I just pray her soul rest in perfect peace.
of course.
I don't know what would they do about these people. They said they have a mental illness.
But that comes to mind one thing. That comes to mind the very fact that we have a very big endemic issue in this country. Mentally ill people staying at home.
Oh, that's wrong on so many levels. And I've heard stories like this before.
And being managed by families. And sometimes you know how religious and then how stupidly religious we can be. So people believe that they can pray out the mental disability. How will I put it now? They can pray out the unstable mental state. But then it comes to mind that the Lord is wrong with the system, and of course, situations like this will keep becoming unavoidable if we don't do the needful by ensuring that basic social structures are put in place for people with certain level of mental issue will not be harbored amongst people that are normal.
That's right. I think that's what should be done. But moving on to the next story this morning, El-Rufai, ICPC denies nose bleeding and explains why he is still in detention. The Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, has denied claims that former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai suffered a nosebleed while in custody. ICPC spokesperson Oko Ode was reacting to allegations made by one of the aides of El-Rufai, Muyiwa Adekeye, who claimed that the former governor experienced a health challenge in detention. Ode, however, told the news agency of Nigeria, Abuja, on Wednesday that El-Rufai was in stable condition, adding that no such incident occurred. He said the commission was still holding the former governor over various allegations leveled against him. According to him, the commission is still holding on to the former governor because investigations are still going, and he will be charged to court as soon as the investigations are completed. As soon as we charge him before a court of competent jurisdiction, the charges should shall be made known. Meanwhile, it is totally not true that he's bleeding or bled in our custody as has been rumored. The allegation that he bled from his nose while in the custody of the ICPC is not true. Nan reports that El Rufai has been in ICPC custody since February 18th following his release by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, where he spent 2 nights.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say in this, but the thing is, everybody will try to defend their own standpoints on the whole thing. But it's quite important for the right thing to be done. If he is sick, yes, of course, he could be taken to the hospital under direct supervision of the ICPC, so that it won't be, he won't escape.
But since that isn't the case, investigations has to keep going.
Yeah, of course. And then, just like I said earlier on, it's a family case, so they will sort it out.
They will sort it out, indeed.
All right, moving forward, Nigeria targets foreign investment with mining reforms, according to federal government. The story has it that the federal government has said it is strengthening policy and regulatory frameworks in the solid mineral sector to attract global investment and improve Nigeria's competitiveness in mining. The permanent secretary of the Federal Ministry of Solid Minerals Development, Farouk Yabo, stated this during a stakeholders workshop aimed at addressing Nigeria's compliance with the African Mineral Governance Framework on Wednesday in Abuja. Yabo said the engagement served as an integration platform for Nigeria as it sought stronger participation in continental and global mining ecosystems. According to him, the workshop brought together stakeholders from government institutions, the private sector, and academia to deliberate on the future of the sector. He noted that strengthening regulatory systems would improve access to financing, technology transfer, and investor confidence. The permanent secretary added that improved governance and credible sectoral data would position Nigeria competitively among African mining nations. Esther, what do you think about this?
I think it's good news. It's a welcome development. You see, a lot of our mineral resources have been left untapped. I mean, we have Africa. Nigeria is blessed with a lot of mineral resources, and it's good that they are finally, having reforms to actually tap into our potential, natural resources potential. This could diversify our economy. We're not going to be just fully dependent on oil anymore. We're going to be doing, mining, and this is good. I mean, when we get foreign investment and all that, this could lead to creation of jobs, even just locally. Locally, when we get people who are working on these mines, they get jobs, they have a source of living, right? And of course, it's a welcome development.
And the point is that we're a blessed nation, and
we are.
There's something like this here. We expand our horizon of revenue generation, and of course, value creation, and you get people getting employed. That's if it's implemented
properly, because usually in cases like this, we see these things get exploited. And but this is a good one. Well, moving on to the next story this morning. Amnesty alleges torture and extrajudicial killings at Imo Tiger Base. The story has it that a police unit established to combat kidnapping and armed robbery in Imo State has instead become a hub of alleged extrajudicial executions, torture, and systematic extortion. Amnesty International said in a report released on Wednesday. Now, the unit popularly known as Tiger Base, as stated in the report, operates under the Imo State Police Command in Owerri. According to the report titled Tiger Base of Atrocities, Human Rights Violations by Nigeria Police Anti-Kidnapping Unit Owerri, detainees are routinely held in inhumane conditions, coerced into making confessions, and in some cases shot or forcibly disappeared. Amnesty International Nigeria Director Issa Sanusi said in the report issued by a social media and communications officer, Michael Christian, said that the unit had become notorious for abuse of power. Tiger Base has become synonymous with police operating outside of the law and abusing their power to enrich themselves through extortion. Those arrested and detained by this unit are subjected to torture and ill treatment. They never come out intact, and many are traumatized forever. Despite the horrific violations they have suffered, there has been no accountability till date, he said. The report alleged that many detainees were held for weeks or months without being formally charged or brought before a court. And former detainees further told Amnesty International that statements were often extracted under torture. One survivor recounted his ordeal, saying, "They arrested me, insisting I bought stolen items. I told them I didn't know anything about it, but they locked me up and seized my phone. And after 3 weeks, a police officer came to take my statement. Still, they locked me up. They told us that the complainant claimed that her loss was worth 14 million naira, but that she agreed to collect 4.5 million naira instead. They said if I wanted to be released, my family would pay. I think I will just have to stop here. Chike, I had to add this new story to what I collected because I know this drives close to home to you.
Yeah, the thing is that these tiger-based guys have actually been notorious because there was a time they trended earlier before now when people started coming out saying all sorts of things, terrible things about what's going on there, and it's a very terrible thing in the country. I can remember what led to EndSARS protest in 2020.
Police brutality.
And it's because of this level of brutality where you get people, imprison people, and then you can incarcerate people without due process. And of course, it doesn't just end in incarceration. Sometimes arbitrarily killing, sometimes deep torture that will lead to permanent trauma, and permanent disfiguring of the individual. And then there's something about these guys. Have you ever seen some of the operatives of these tiger-based guys? You see unprofessional look. A policeman on dreadlocks, wearing earrings, shabbily dressed.
Are they even trained? What? Jeez.
That's a story for another day. That's an actual question for another day. But it's actually an unfortunate thing, and it seems like they are running wide, and nobody is they are not accountable to anybody.
To anyone.
But then I believe the government of the day should pay attention to this thing because it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't, because one day the people will revolt, and
that's the thing.
The people are revolting. All right, so moving forward to our stories, and we have this: Labour gives Friday deadline to federal government over 3 months unpaid wage award orders. The story has it that organized labor in the Federal Public Service has issued a Friday ultimatum to the federal government to release funds to settle 3 months outstanding wage award and other pending allowances owed workers in ministries, departments, and agencies. The leadership of the Joint National Public Service Negotiating Council trade union side, Labour warned that failure to meet its Friday, February 27, 2026 deadline would compel the 8 unions in the civil service to take decisive action. All right, they accused the federal government of deliberately withholding funds meant for workers, despite agencies reportedly being ready to process payments once funds were released. The wage award dispute, which has lingered for over 2 years, followed the federal government's approval of a 70,000 naira minimum wage after the removal of fuel subsidy. Labour leaders said while partial payments were made, after sustained pressure, 3 months remained unpaid since July 2024, creating growing tension within the federal workforce. Addressing the matter in a letter to the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, the union stated this wage award was dragged on for over 2 years now since the implementation of 70,000 naira minimum wage payment was approved. The union recalled that the wage award was approved as a cushioning measure following fuel subsidy removal and was to run until the commencement of the new minimum wage implementation in July 2024. It is beyond the imagination and expectations of federal workers that federal government left 5 months unpaid ab initio. Not until there was much pressure there and then, federal government effected the staggered payment of 2 months, leaving the balance of 3 months since July 2024. The JNPSNC further alleged that all relevant government agencies responsible for effecting payment are prepared to do so but are constrained by the non-release of funds by the Ministry of Finance. All right, the acronym actually, JNPSNC is Joint National Public Service Negotiating Council. That's the trade union side. All right.
Okay.
It's quite unfortunate that we keep having issues like this, and it's quite unfortunate that it seems like the government of the day has chosen mischief over doing the right thing.
The thing is, the country is so hard right now,
and I don't understand why you're owing people.
Why are you owing people? This is crazy. Moving on to the next story this morning. Federal government allocation enough to run councils, and this is coming from a local government chairman. Alright, the story has it that chairman of the Ego local government area of Edo State, Osaro Eribo, has said what his council gets as monthly allocation from the federal purse is adequate to run the council. A rebel who spoke in his office after receiving the grading and other equipment from the state government on Tuesday said he has been able to pay workers' salaries and embark on 2 new projects every month. He said his 5 months' reign has brought relief to the council as workers now work with vigor due to the fact that they are sure of getting paid as and when due. He said, when they talk about autonomy, I don't think there is anything more to describe that other than what we're experiencing currently. I get my monthly allowance for the federal government as at when due, and based on that, there is no month I have not been able to embark on 2 projects and pay salaries. Is that not autonomy already? So what we are getting from the state governor is enough to work for the people. What I get now is okay. When I came, there were no projects to monitor, but I have been getting allocation from the federal government, which is enough for me to work. For now, our IGR is 0, and the governor Monday Opebolo said the state government is working to block loopholes and release avenues to internally generate revenue in the local government areas. What do you think about?
All right, political statements are allowed, but the thing is, it's not just about federal government allocation.
Yes, we've been talking about this.
You need to, it's good because the Supreme Court has already affirmed the fact that local governments funds are autonomous when it comes to allocation from the states. But then some states are still struggling to implement it. But the point is, don't just come out and say that the allocation is enough. You need to be creative. You need to think outside the box. There's so much you can do in the local government apart from paying salaries.
That's right.
I'm backing on some kind of foolish projects that don't even affect the lives of people out there. Local governments they collect revenues from the markets. They collect so many revenues. So there's something you can do. I understand this is a political statement. That's a good statement, right? Good. So it's relatively political gimmick. But then, still in it, 2 rights can still exist. Two truths can exist. The point is, yes, the federal government allocation is enough to do the needful, the basic thing. But what I'm saying is the fact that those in government should think outside the box, should find ways of being creative and then generating revenues that will have a plowback on the people.
That's right.
Doing projects that really matter.
Yes, that's why it is a local government. It's supposed to reach the grassroots communities. Yeah.
All right, and our last story for today. Osimhen strikes as Galatasaray edged Juventus to reach last 16. And congratulations to Osimhen, he's been
that guy is doing too much.
All right, the story has it that Galatasaray fended off a rousing fight back by 10-man Juventus as Victor Osimhen struck in extra time on Wednesday to help end the Turkish side a 7-5 aggregate victory and a place in the last 16. Trailing 5-2 from the first leg, Manuel Locatelli's first half penalty gave Juventus hope, but they appeared doomed when defender Lloyd Kelly was sent off on 48 minutes. Remarkably, the hosts forced extra time with goals from Federico Gatti and Weston McKean, but eventually ran out of steam as Osimhen and Barry Yilmaz scored late to send Galatasaray through to a meeting with Liverpool or Tottenham.
Osimhen is doing so well. I'm really proud of him, and it's not just me. In Nigeria, he has become a national pride, symbol of pride. Because he's doing so well. Out there in the big stage. And let's just keep it going.
Yeah, of course. We pray that he keeps it going and keep making us proud. All right, that's the much we can take this morning on our top stories this morning. Thank you so much, Esther, for a comprehensive compilation.
You're welcome, and it's always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Pleasure. Well, I have another information. Yeah, it's a new chapter beginning here at Godfrey Okoye University. The Vice Chancellor, Reverend Father Professor Dr. Christian Anyeke, on behalf of the Governing Council, staff and students, warmly invites the public to the 17th matriculation ceremony of Godfrey Okoye University, Enugu. This significant academic rite will be held on Friday, the 27th of February 2026, that is tomorrow, at the Honorable Justice Cordelia Chikora Convocation Arena, Thinkers Corner, Campus 2. The Holy Mass will commence at 9 a.m., followed by the academic procession at 10:45 a.m. Matriculation marks a defining moment in the lives of our freshmen as they formally take the oath of studentship and commit themselves to the ideals of discipline, excellence, and integrity that define our university community. So we invite parents, guardians, friends, and well-wishers to join us in celebrating this important milestone and welcoming a new generation into the Godfrey Okoye University family. So yeah, tomorrow is going to be a big day here at Godfrey Okoye University. As a matter of fact, today is the last day of exams here. So I think this is very exciting for the matriculants. This is the first time in a while that matriculating students do not have to write their exam.
And of course, well, let's our prayer is that the new students will come in, assimilate great. At least they're assimilating already, so it's not like they're just coming in. Some of them have actually been here for 2 months, 3 months, and for them to assimilate greatly and then live true to the vision of the school.
That's right. And to every matriculating student, I want you to know that you're welcome once again to Godfrey Okoye University. And yeah, it's not going to be easy. The journey won't be easy, but trust me, it is worth it. So just come in here with the right mind, positive mindset.
Journey to greatness is not easy.
It's never easy.
If it's easy, everybody will become great now.
I'm telling you. And trust me, Godfrey Okoye this university will drill you, I promise. But it is going to be worth it.
Can't you guys see Esther? Can't you say the excellent shape?
Oh, okay. I'm just a good the ambassador is the right
You
word.
actually shouldn't blush. You're exuding every level of excellence.
Oh,
and so
thank you,
contagious.
Chike. Oh, Chike, let's move on before
Come on, I can actually go on and on and on and on.
I thank you, Chike.
Looking at you, a reflection of what excellence should look like.
Oh my goodness.
Hi, my
Thank
God.
you, Chike. Thank you so much. So yeah, congrats to the newly matriculating student. Tomorrow will be an amazing day and have fun tomorrow.
Yeah, of course, have fun tomorrow. Tomorrow is certainly going to be an amazing day. And
That's right.
We are looking forward to see something incredible happen tomorrow.
That's right.
All right, this is where we're going to be wrapping it up this beautiful Thursday morning. See you same time tomorrow.
Bye-bye. Have an amazing day.
And remember what Esther told you this morning. Internalize it and see yourself win today.
That's right. I'm rooting for you.
Yeah, we're all rooting for you. We love you.
That's right.
Take care of yourself.
Bye-bye.
Bye.